We are on week 4 of a beautiful year in the Bible. Today's reading is Genesis 12 through 15, and I'm going to share some highlights. This week's theme is God's unbreakable promises, and we're about to see that here in Genesis. Chapter 15 covers the covenant that God makes with Abram, and I want to start here in 5. He took him outside and said, "Look up at the sky and count the stars, if indeed you can count them." Then he said to him, "So shall your offspring be." Let's go down further. In verse 8, but Abram said, "Sovereign Lord, how can I know that I will gain possession over it?" So the Lord said to him, "Bring me a heifer, a goat, and a ram, each 3 years old, along with a dove and a young pigeon." Abram brought all these to him, cut them in two, and arranged the halves opposite each other. The birds, however, did not cut in half. And let's go down to 13. Then the Lord said to him, "Know for certain that for 400 years your descendants will be strangers in a country not their own, and they will be enslaved and mistreated there. I will punish the nation they serve as slaves, and afterward they will come out with great possessions." Now, verse 17. When the sun had set and darkness had fallen, a smoking fire pot with a blazing torch appeared and passed between the pieces. On that day, the Lord made a covenant with Abram and said, "To your descendants I give this land." This passage is significant because the covenant traditionally required both parties who were coming into the covenant to pass through the split animals. However, in this case, only God passed through in the form of a smoking pot and a flaming torch. So, what that means is that the covenant that God made with Abram is unbreakable because God said he was going to do it, he's going to do it. And Abram did not pass through the animals. So, there's no way that he could break the covenant or negatively affect it in any way. Something else I want to highlight is chapter 12 in Genesis, verse 1. It says that the Lord had said to Abram, "Go from your country, from your people, and from your father's house." God told him to leave everything he knew, everything that was comfortable to him. And God calls him to the land I will show you, he says. So I want you to think about, what is God calling you to go do? Is God calling you to start a ministry? Is God calling you to read your Bible every day? Is God calling you to volunteer at your church or to start going to church? All we need to do is go. You need to get up and do it. Just start, because along the way, God will lead you. God will show you where you're supposed to go, what He has for you. This is why living your life for Jesus and walking with the Lord requires faith, because He puts these things in our heart that He has for us. But our part is to have. Hebrews 11:1 says that faith is the confidence in what we hope for and the assurance in what we do not see. So today, if you do not see a way, you do not know how you're going to do what God is calling you to do, I ask you boldly to step in to God's calling for your life. Have faith that the God who has called you and put a dream, a desire in your heart, He is strong enough, He is faithful enough to equip you along the way as you have faith in Him. That wraps up day 22. I wish you a great rest of your day. Be blessed. And I pray God continue to put a yearning in your heart for His word. Peace.